Hello, my friends. How are you?
Good morning, Moha.
Good morning. I'm sorry about being late. I forgot that the session today is 8:35, not 9. I'm so sorry about that, guys. So I'm so sorry for being late. Hope you are all here. We still have about 15 people, so we'll just give it a minute for your friends to
Boy.
join us. Okay? Why are we saying bye? We're still starting. Okay. So, guys, are you excited about tomorrow? Are you all coming tomorrow, inshallah?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, that's nice. Let me share my screen. I hope you guys can see my screen now. Can you see my screen?
It's loading.
Okay, just give it time, sweetie.
Mrs. Snowdon.
Yes. So, are you all guys coming to the school tomorrow? Inshallah.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, inshallah.
Yes.
Who's gonna stay home and take online sessions? So, I think it's no then. That's good. I'm so excited to see you all, guys. I thought that you were not coming. I was so sad about that. And I think we have sessions tomorrow, inshallah. Let me check the timetable. Because, guys, the timetable changed now. Yes, we're having a session tomorrow, inshallah. It will be the fourth session, the one after the break.
Hours a break in the class.
Break? No, I think it will not be in the class, but you will have to keep it, with distance, like social distancing all the time. Okay, so guys, today inshallah I'm starting a new lesson. We finished lesson 2, we did the worksheet for it last session. So today inshallah we are going to start lesson 3. And in lesson 3, things are getting more fun, or funnier than you think, because you will learn about classification. And that's a nice word, classification. So if you looked at this picture in here, can you see my screen, guys?
Yes.
I hope you can see it well. So if you looked in here, you will see an organized kitchen, right? It's really organized. Like we have the vegetables in one place, fruit in another. We have the things that we use for cooking, like the sugars, the cookies the corn starch, the salt. Everything is found in its place, right? Right? Are you guys with me?
Yes.
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 Yes, so you can see the straws in one place, the silicone cups that we use for cupcakes, some holders. You can see it's really organized, right? Everything is in its place. Or things that are, we can say, similar are found in one place. Vegetables, all of them are plants, or we can say that we use them for cooking, for making salad and stuff like that. They are different than fruit because fruit is not actually cooked, like we eat it fresh, so it's found in another place. Of course, we cannot put sugar, which is so sweetie, with the flour because that's something we use for certain things, and sugar we use it for other things. You can see we have even brown sugar in one place. Can you see it? The brown sugar in the middle in here. So we cannot mix brown sugar with the white sugar because that's some people like this and others like the white one. But of course, the brown one is more healthier than the other one. So you can see a really organized place. Everything is put in its place and its group. And that moves us to the word that we're learning again today, inshallah, classification. Classification is putting similar things together in one place. So we put, for example, animals together, we put plants together into another place for them. We put insects, for example, in the animals, but they still have their own group inside, or under the kingdom of animalia or animals. We have fungi in their group, we have bacteria in their group. The microorganisms that we call protists, we also put them in their own group. So that's what the word classification means. It means putting similar things together in one place. You can see here, guys, we have way too many animals on Earth's surface. We can study them when we say, okay, I have kingdom Animalia. That's it. I don't have nothing else, only kingdom Animalia. That means we have too many animals to study, right? That will be so difficult, as we said before. That's why we need to put these things into groups. That's why even Kingdom Animalia is made up into different groups till we reach one organism at the end of the classification, which we call species. For example, here we have the polar bear. Can you see the polar bear by himself alone? Can you see it? Yes, so we have different groups. For example, in this picture, we can say Kingdom Animalia. It includes all the animals on Earth. Okay, even the insects are included in here. Even the insects are found in there. Okay, after that we have something, we can say a group that contains smaller amount of animals. We call them phylum, or we can say chordata, those who have backbones. Not all animals have backbone, right? Not all animals have backbone. Others are boneless, or they don't have bones also. Okay. After that, we got smaller group. We call it class, which we have mammals in them. And mammals are the group of animals that feed their babies with milk, like humans, for example. We are mammals. We feed our babies with milk. We give birth to them. We don't lay eggs, of course, right? So those animals that are called mammals are those who feed their babies with milk. That's why they are called mammals, by the way, because they have these memory glands. Memory glands. They are organs in their bodies that help produce milk for their babies. Okay, and even this group of animals that we call mammals will also made into smaller group, which is only for carnivores or carnivores, or we can say animals that eat other animals only, or meat only. And then we will make it into smaller and smaller and smaller group till we reach the polar bear by itself. So can you see classification is way better to do it than to study animals in only one kingdom, like to study the animals in the kingdom itself. It makes it a lot easier to study them. For example, when I say the common name for polar bear, you would say, okay, I know now polar bear is belongs to kingdom Animalia. It belongs to phylum Chordata, where it has backbone and it gives birth to their babies and feed babies with milk. So that will make it way easier for you guys to study them. Okay, we said before that scientists classify animals to make a lot easier for them to study, or to be studied, I'm sorry. So the classification of animals is what we are learning today. Okay, so the scientists have divided the animal kingdom into two big groups, two main groups: vertebrates and invertebrates. Okay, this is nice words, right? We have vertebrates and invertebrates. Vertebrates comes from the word vertebra, which means backbone. So when I say vertebrates, now you know that there are the animals that have backbone, like we do, like tigers do, like polar bears do, like chimpanzees, fish. Okay? Do you guys get this word? It's called vertebrates. You can say it after me, but of course don't use your mics because that will be way big noise. But you can say it with me. Vertebrates. Vertebrates are the animals with backbone. Okay. The other group includes the animals that do not have backbone. We can say they are boneless, and we call them invertebrates. Invertebrates. So can you guys see it's only the in the beginning that makes the difference? Can you see that? Yes. That will be a lot funnier, by the way. Okay, the invertebrates is way back big group too. Like we have so many animals in the invertebrates. The starfish, the squid, the spiders, the jellyfish, the sea anemone. Do you know the sea anemone is where the Nemo lives, where Nemo the fish lives? This is sea anemone. The insects, all the insects are invertebrates. They do not have bone, Aslan. That's really obvious, right? Okay, so let's start with the vertebrates first. So again, we have different kingdoms for all the organisms on Earth. We have the kingdom plants, kingdom animal for animals, a kingdom for fungi, a kingdom for bacteria, a kingdom for microorganisms that we call protists. And we said that protists have organisms in them that are called algae that acts like plants, and other that are called protozoans that act like animals. So these are big kingdoms. But then today we will study about kingdom Animalia only. We learned now that kingdom Animalia is divided into two main groups, vertebrates and invertebrates. Let's start with the vertebrates. Animals with backbone, they are also divided into two groups, mini groups. Let me get it for you. Mammals, birds, fish, amphibians, and reptiles. Okay, those are nice pictures, right? Can you see my screen, guys? Jumana, raise your
Yes.
hand. Yes, Jumana?
Yes.
Will we write in our notebook?
No, sweetie. What I want you today to do is to enjoy the session. Okay?
Okay.
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 So, guys, what do you think about that? We have many groups in the vertebrates. Oh, we put them in groups too? Why don't we just study them as vertebrates? Why would we put them in groups? And that's because it will also make it way easier for us to study them. And because they all have backbone, yes, but they are totally different in a lot of things. We have mammals that give birth and feed their babies with milk. No other animal from of the vertebrates can do so. We have birds. Birds are the only one that fly, right? They are only the only vertebrates that have wings and can fly. Some of them cannot fly, but we're talking about the general birds. We have reptiles, and reptiles are so special because they don't have any openings in their bodies. Do you know that? The reptiles don't have any openings in their bodies, so they will not lose heat that fast. And of course, snake is one of them. The reptiles. We have the amphibians. The amphibians in here, and amphibians are so special. Those are one of the special vertebrates because they spend, or we can say they have two lives. They spend the beginning of their lives in the water, and when they are adults, they move into the land. So when they are really young, they breathe with gills, just like fish. And then when they move into the water, they start breathing with lungs, just like we do. And of course, fish is so special. They are the only animals that spend their whole life in the water breathing with gills. So can you guys imagine that they all belong to one group that we call vertebrates, but still they are so different. That's why we had to put them or divide them into more groups. So vertebrates is divided into 5 groups, guys. You have to learn that really well this year, inshallah. We have mammals, birds, fish, amphibians, and reptiles. Again, we have mammals, birds, fish, amphibians, and reptiles. Let's move into each group, okay? So we have mammals. We have the famous example of the milk producer. Milk producer is cows. Cows do produce a lot of milk that we also drink it. But what I'm saying here, they are the best examples for mammals that feed their babies with milk because this is a really special thing. We do feed our babies with milk. We can say mothers nurturing their babies because they need the milk, right? So this is the big special thing for mammals. The second special thing for mammals is that they give birth. Like the baby stays in our mother's wombs for 9 months. Other animals stay for a year or something. So it differs from one animal to another, but still the same thing. We all stay in mommy's stomach, or you can say it's not the stomach now, it's called the womb, and it grows up into a baby and then it comes out from the mommy's bodies, right? So that means we give birth to them. We do not lay eggs, not like the other animals. Okay, guys, are you with me?
Yes.
Yes. So
Yes.
I can only hear Jumana. Where are the other guys? Hamza, are you with me?
Me.
Hamza, I can't
Yes.
see you
I
today.
with you. Yes, I am with you. Yes.
Yes, yes.
Hi.
Asif,
Yes.
you keep saying bye. Are you okay? If you are
Saying
not okay,
hi.
oh, you're saying hi. I thought you were saying bye, man. Okay, guys. So I hope you're enjoying today's session till now. So as you learn, the mammals give birth to their youngs, okay, and they feed babies with the milk, and also they are covered with hair. They are not covered with fur like polar bears, for example. They are covered with hair and fur sometimes, because polar bear is also a mammal, right? But mostly they are covered with hair. The last thing is that they are warm blooded. You'll learn about warm blooded later, but it's very important for you guys to know that you guys, as humans, are warm blooded too. Can you guess what warm blooded means? Can you guys what warm blooded means? Can you guess that?
Yes.
Yes? Let me see hands raised. Yes, Rugmini.
Warm-blooded means most of the warm-blooded people, I mean animals, are living on the land, not in water.
Most of the mammals are living on land, not in the water.
I mean the mammals. I mean the warm-blooded people. Most of the warm-blooded animals and people are always living on the land.
Well, sweetie, that doesn't mean warm-blooded, but it's really nice of you to bring this up. Like, yes, most mammals live on land, but we have mammals that live in the water. We'll see about this later, okay? But warm-blooded, guys, means that we have a certain body temperature. Like we can feel hot and cold. We can feel those things because our bodies have a certain body temperature that is called warm-blooded. That's why we are called warm-blooded, because we feel the hot and the cold because of our body's temperature. We have, for example, for humans, you're supposed to be 37 Celsius. Your temperature should be 37. If it increased than 37, that means you are sick or you're gonna have fever. If it's less than that, you need means that you need to get warm, or else you will get sick. So it's great to have this because we have these feelings. Other animals do not have this. Like when it's cold, their body's temperature will be cold, so they will not feel the coldness. If it's hot, their body's temperature will be very hot, so they will not feel the heat. That's why we are warm blooded, not cold blooded, because we do feel the heat and the cold, like other animals or other mammals. Let's move to the next group then. We have birds. Birds are amazing, right? But they are not mammals. They have their own group. And that's because they are warm blooded, which means they feel the heat and the coldness of the surroundings. But, but guys, they also have something special, which are their wings, right? Yes. Birds are the only animals that do have wings. Some fish do have wings, but they are still fish. They do not fly. They just have things that look like wings or fins that look like wings. Because I know, guys, you are so smart. You're gonna ask this question, saying, "Miss, some fish do have wings. We see fish with wings." Well, those are not wings. Wings. They look like wings, but they are fins. Okay. So birds are so special that we put them in their own group where we can study them more, or easier. So they have feathers. They are covered with feathers, not hair or fur. They are covered with feathers. Do you think they lay eggs or give birth? Obviously.
Give her some.
I mean, they
Yes,
lay
what?
their eggs.
Yes,
Lay
they do
eggs.
lay eggs.
Lay
Yes,
eggs.
that's right. Of course, they cannot give birth. You cannot see a bird with a big womb, right? Like carrying his baby all the time. Okay, guys, so birds are so special too. All these animals are so special. Like, they have something special in them. Then we have reptiles. Reptiles like crocodile, like all the lizards are reptiles. Snake is a reptile. Turtles are reptiles. Do you know that? Turtles are reptiles. They are called reptiles because they crawl on the ground, like they are so close to the ground they start crawling. That's why we call them reptiles. In Arabic, they are called الزواحف. Zawahif means they crawl. They just move by crawling their bodies on the ground. Reptiles are also special because their bodies are covered with dry scales. If I zoomed into this picture, and I don't know if I can zoom into it in there, but let me see. Yeah, I can zoom in. Hey, yes, that's a new technique I learned. So, can you see the reptile in here, guys? It's covered with really, really small and tiny scales. They are dry scales. They are dry scales. Let me zoom the picture for you better. It would be a lot better if the picture started moving. Yes, that's a lot nicer, right? Can you see that they don't have much openings? Like they have openings for breathing, mouth, and another opening for getting rid of waste, but they do not have much openings in their bodies because they need to keep their body temperature. And they are cold blooded, which means that they cannot feel the heat and the cold. They are cold blooded, which means their body temperature changes with the surrounding. If the surrounding is cold, their bodies will be cold, so they will not feel the coldness. If the temperature around them is very hot, their bodies will be so hot that they will not feel the heat. So, guys, now you get the difference between cold blooded and warm blooded?
Yes.
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 Malak, do you get the point? Malak Walid, are you with us today?
Yes.
Yes, so do you get it till now?
Yeah, kind of.
Yes, we'll have to move, way faster, but we will watch a video, inshallah.
Yes, I'm going to school tomorrow.
That's nice.
My brother is at school.
You missed the school then.
No, my brother is at school right now.
Right now, that's nice. Okay,
Yes,
guys,
my little brother is at school.
that's nice. I hope he's taking care of himself. Okay, guys, let's move to the next group of animals. We have now, it's not moving. Why is it not moving? Okay, we have amphibians. Amphibians. They are great. They are really great because they are able to live on land and also on water. They live in water at the beginning of their lives. Like their mommies put the eggs in the water. So when they come out of the eggs, they actually have gills to breathe with. And they do not have legs. Like they have fins like the fish. So they can swim in the water. But then as they grow up and become adults, they try to their bodies changes into having legs and then they start having lungs. This picture, I hope you can see it. It's really nice one. Can you guys see my screen? It's frozen now, I think, right?
Yes.
Yes, but I froze it
Yes.
actually. I'm the one who freeze it.
Miss,
So you
this
guys can
is
see the inside of this frog, for example. This is a really special frog. You guys can see the
Yeah.
inside of it, yes. Let me mute you guys because there are some noises in the background. Can you see the lungs? Those are the lungs he breathes with. Can you see them? The one I'm pointing at, can you see them? Yes, those are the lungs.
yes.
They breathe in with lungs. Now, when they are adults. This is an adult frog, of course. Okay? So let me guys show you. Just let me get out of here. Let me show you the frog. So you guys just give it time. Begin now. So if you guys can see this picture, this is the baby frog. Can you see it? This is a frog that has parasite in it. So in here you can see it really well. Like we have an adult frog that will become a little bigger and then he will lay eggs, or she will lay eggs to be specific. And when it comes out of the egg, it looks like that. Can you see? It looks like fish actually. It has fins. This is another picture for them. I hope you can see it. Can you guys see it?
Yes.
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 This is another one. Let me just take it and show you guys. So you guys, my computer is really slow right now because I have a lot of applications that is making it so small. Let me just, yes, there it is. So if you guys want to look for moving pictures like the one I'm showing to you, you can write whatever you want and write GIF next to it. So in here, guys, this is of course graphic, but showing you how the frog grows up. Can you see how it changes? Start having legs, the tail will disappear with time. Oh, that's an adult frog. Can you see it? So can you see, guys, when it comes out of the egg, it looks really like a fish. It swims in the water. Its breathe is in the water because they breathe in with gills. But then when they grow up, everything changes. They are so special, right? Right, guys?
Yes.
Yes. So,
Right.
Yeah.
do you think the amphibians, do you think they lay eggs or give birth?
Lay eggs.
Yes, yes. They are covered with smooth, moist skin. Like their skin is most of the time moist, like you feel it's watery or wet. You feel they do have wet bodies. That's what we call they have moist skin. Okay. The last group of the vertebrates that we were learning about today are the fish. And they are cold blooded also. They do not feel heat or cold. Obviously, they will lay eggs. They will not give birth. And they have scales that are covering their bodies. These scales are wet, not like scales that are covering the reptiles, guys. Be careful. The reptiles have dry scales, but fish have moist scales. Okay? And of course they breathe in with gills. They breathe in with gills, guys. Okay?
Gills.
Let me show you the
Gills.
gills of the fish.
Yes.
You'd be fascinated actually. so you guys can see how it functions. If the fish stops moving, actually, it can die from not breathing. Do you know that some fish do drown? People would make fun of that, say, what? Fish do not drown. They live in water. They can breathe in with water. But actually, they do can get, as we said, suffocated, because if they stop moving, the water will not be able to move through their gills, and that will be so bad. For example, like sharks. Some people cut the fins of sharks to eat them, and that will make the sharks unable to move. So in here, guys, I hope you can see it. Can you guys see my screen?
Yes.
Yes. Can you see the gills of the shark? Can you see how it, moves the air through the gills? Yes. They breathe oxygen, guys. They breathe oxygen, the same oxygen we're breathing, but the difference in here is that oxygen is dissolved in the water. Like the oxygen itself is found in the water particles. Okay? Okay. Like Nemo here, he has, gills, of course, the same as. Do you guys remember her name? I can't remember her name. What was her name?
Dory.
Dory. Yes, that's
Dory.
right. Yes. So they do breathe oxygen like the rest of animals, but they breathe the oxygen that is found in the water particles. Okay? Okay. So now, guys, I'm going to show you some animals, and you can tell me if they are mammals or reptiles, or are they fish, birds, whatever. Okay? Okay, guys, are you with me?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. So, what do you think this animal is? Do you think it's um, mammal, bird, amphibian, reptile? What do you think this is?
It's a
Mammal.
mammal.
It's a
It's a
mammal.
mammal.
Yes, that's right. It's a mammal. Yes, it gives birth to their babies. They feed their babies with milk, and they are warm-blooded, and they are covered with fur. What do you think this is? Okay, that will make you
It's a mammal.
guys a
That's a mammal.
little bit.
Mammal.
Mammal. It's also a mammal.
That's
Mammal.
amazing. That's really amazing.
Mammal.
Big, big,
Come
big,
on.
big, big one for you. Yes, big one for you guys. That's right. It's a mammal. For those who said it's a bird, it's okay. Some people makes this point because it has wings, obviously, so it should be bird. But what they discovered is that the bats, they do have wings, but they give birth to their babies, and they feed their babies with milk. So they cannot be birds anymore because birds lay eggs. That's really nice, right? Guys, that's really nice. So remember we
Yes.
said that birds are
Yes.
the only animals that do have wings? And you guys
Yes.
didn't say anything about it. You said yes, they do have wings, and so on. So can you see this amazing thing? Well, we have mammals in here that do have wings too, but it's the let me share my screen here. It's the bat. It's a mammal. Yes, give birth, give birth, and it's covered with hair, and it feed their babies with milk. What do you think this is, guys?
It's a
Mammal.
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 Obviously.
Mammal.
Mammal.
Come on, it's
Mammal.
an elephant. We have never seen an egg elephant of the elephant. Elephant egg? No. We also see them giving birth, and they feed their babies with milk, of course. They do the same thing.
Yeah.
What do you think this is?
It's a bird.
Owl.
What?
It's
Bird?
a
Yes,
it's
it's
an
an
owl,
owl.
and
Yes.
it gives
It's
it gives
bird.
eggs.
Yes, it lay eggs. It's not give
Yeah.
eggs, it lay eggs. Yes, that's right. And it's covered with feathers, and they do not feed their babies with milk, of course. They are warm blooded, which means they can feel the heat and cold. Okay, what do you think this is?
It's a reptile.
It's a mam. It's a mammal.
Okay, some people
It's a
said
reptile.
mammal, some people said mammal, others said reptiles. Well,
Reptile.
they are reptiles, not mammals, because they lay eggs, guys. They lay eggs, they don't give birth. If they give birth, we would say they are mammals, of course, but they don't give birth, they
They're
lay
reptile.
eggs. And as we said, reptile is a word for the animals that crawl near the ground or closer to the earth's surface. What do you think this is?
A mammal.
A mammal.
It's a mammal.
It's a
Let's
mammal.
see different votes. Okay, some people said mammals, huh? Others,
Mammal.
yes, huh?
It's really a mammal.
It is a mammal.
Yeah.
Yes, that's right, guys. Yes, whales are mammals. They live in the water, but they still breathe in with lungs. So they hold their breath for a really long time. It could be more than 20
And then
minutes. And they give birth to their babies and they also feed them with milk, so they are totally mammals. So if you guys see a whale next time, if you saw a whale, that would be amazing experience. Actually, I've always wished to see whales, but I'm also scared of them because they're so huge. But I wish to see them
oh,
because they're so nice and cute. So guys, if you see them next time, you now know that they are holding the breath inside their bodies because they breathe in with lungs, not gills. So they are not fish. Okay. Do you guys have any questions about today's session?
No.
no,
Okay. Now we'll
no.
watch. Yes. Now we'll watch a video. So now, guys, we'll watch a video. Okay. We have 2 minutes. I hope you'll be able to see the video. I hope you will be able to see a video because we only have 2 minutes left. Let me share the sound with you guys so you can hear it. Yes? Yes? Some of you guys were talking. When you go back to the school, watch another video for animals. It's really kind of a long video, but it's a lot better to see it. Guys, when the meeting ends, please come back. When the meeting ends, just come back for 2 minutes, okay? Guys, we're supposed to start the next session, so I think we will cut the video till now and watch it next time, okay? Okay, guys, see you next time.
Okay, bye.
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 Bye.